ఎవరు? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending online. Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Please confirm to me. All of you are getting clarity on this. Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Please confirm to me. Yeah. Please type in questions box so that I can check your answers. All right. Good evening, guys. All right, sir. And in the last session, so what we understand there, what topic here we are discussing in the last class is, if we observe the content, so language fundamentals. This topic here we are discussing there. In the language fundamentals, so now tell me in the language fundamentals already we started what there tokens part here we started. In tokens already we have identifiers, then what next one here like literals, then after that keywords or reserved words, lastly it is what their operators. These many things are available. Out of all these things we started already identifiers and we completed the total identifiers part. All right, so next one after this, after completion of this there we have to go for like what there after this, we need to understand literals, the next topic. Next topic would be like what their literals. That's a topic here we have to understand. All right, sir. Now here, what exactly the meaning of a literal? What is a literal? This part here we have to understand. What exactly the meaning of literal? All right, understand this clearly. What is a literal? Come. All right, sir. Now understand it. For example, int a is equal to 10. I have written this in a section. Int a is equal to 10. Observe carefully. Where int is what there is a data type. Am I right or not? Int is what there a data type. Observe carefully. Int is what there a data type. Okay. Then after that, after completion of this, int is a data type. That's okay. Next one is after that. Next one is a is what is this a? Actually, it is a variable, or we may call it as what there an identifier. Variable or identifier. Anything here we can write. Next one is like what there. Then after that, equal. Equal is what there is an operator. Here equal is what there an operator. Then after that, 10. 10 is what there. 10 is a constant. 10 is what there constant. Semicolon is what there. Semicolon is what there special symbol. Special symbol we can understand. Or in Java we can call it as what there terminator. These are overall the elements what we are having in this particular instruction. Got it or not? Now here, what exactly the meaning of literal? What is a literal? If we come for this particular point, answer is very clear. Literal is a constant. Literal is a constant. Literal is a constant assigned to the variables. Assigned to the variables. Literal is a constant assigned to the variables. All right. Now, if we take this part here 10 is a constant. 10 is what there? A constant. Assigned to what there? A variable. So this 10 is acting as what there? A literal. 10 is what there? A literal. So here we can say that constant inside the bracket we can say like what there? Literal. This is what there? A literal. 10 is a constant. Then we can call it as what there? A literal. All of you observe carefully. This is one point here. Similarly, another one here I'm telling to you, another example here we can say that, say for example, string str is equal to double quotation ABC. For example, we can write this. Now understand it now. Now here, what is literal here? Now tell me again. No, right, sir. We can understand this in a section. String is what there. All of you observe carefully. String is what there. Again, data type. Of course, this is which type of data type? Actually, user defined data type. All classes are come under what there? User defined data types. Now this is like what their data type. String is a data type. str is what there is a variable. Str is what there is a variable. Then after that, equal is what there? Equal is an operator. Equal is what there is an operator. Now double quotation ABC. Double quotation ABC. This is what there actually. This is a constant. Am I right or not? The double quotation ABC is what there is a constant. Which constant it is? No, a string constant. String constant. The double quotation is representing what there? String data. It is a string constant. Inside the bracket here, we are able to specify this is what there? A literal. This is exactly what there? A literal. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? This is called as what there? A literal. Understand this now? That's okay. Fine. All right, sir. Then after that. After understanding this particular point here, now here ABC is what there? A literal. There's a point here. Nice. Then after that, after completion of this, in Java, how many literals are existed actually? How many literals are existed? What are the various types of literals in Java? Observe carefully. To prepare Java applications, Java has provided the following list of literals. What are the following list of literals now? Observe carefully. First one is like what there? Integral literals, or we may call as integer literals. All right, sir. Integral literals or integer literals. Under these integral literals or integer literals, then what next one here? Then what are the various data types are available here? Observe carefully. Here byte is one data type. Byte. Next one is what there? Short. Next one is what there? Int. Then after that long. Long is available. Now all these are like what there? Integral literals or integer literals. Answer my point here. Now where some values are available 10, 20, 30 and so on, all these values will come under like what there? Integral literals or integer literals. Sir, got clarity or not? Got my point or not? That's one thing here. We can understand clearly. Next one is the second one is like what I'm telling to you. After this, floating point literals. Under this floating point literals, under the floating point literals, what exactly the data types are available here? First one is like what there? Float. And the second one is like what there? Double. Float and double. Now, and one more point here I forgot to give here. Observe carefully. Listen, anyway, later I will show some examples also. Now try to understand it. No, note up a point here I'm telling there. To represent, to represent long literals, to represent long literals in Java applications, to represent long literals in Java applications, we have to provide or we have to use L. We have to use what there? L. Either small l or capital L as a suffix, as a suffix to the number, as a suffix to what their number. I'll show some examples later and I'll provide to you. By that we are able to get the clarity. Suffix only, suffix to what their number. What is the meaning of suffix? No, ending one. Ending one is like what there? A suffix. That suffix has to be provided here. This is one thing. All right, so now floating point literals here. Now here, float values here we can understand maybe 22.2 to F. F here we have to provide. Next one is what? 234.345 something else, capital F. No problem. Here we can provide this. Then after that and so on, we can write like this. But for the sake of double now, what we have to provide there about this double here, we can write these double values like what there. Now 345.345 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this we can provide. No suffix. No suffix, if we provide like this with a dot representation, that will come under by default what there? The double value only. Right, sir? 1, 2, 3, dot 2, 3, 4. Either we can use small d. You can use the suffix small d, no problem. Next one is what there? Some value like this. There we can use capital D also. Either small d or capital D. Here also be either small l or capital L we can use. Here also be either small f or capital F here we have to use. So here, no type of point here I am telling to you, observe carefully. To represent float values, we must use either, small f or capital F. We must use what there? Either small f or capital F. Another point here, another note here I am telling there, observe carefully. To represent double values, to represent what values they know? Double values, we must use either no suffix, or small d, or what next one again? No, capital D. Either of the things here we have to provide. Understand my point here? Either no suffix, no need to specify any suffix here. Then what next one here? Small d, or we can provide what there? Capital D. Either of the things here we have to provide. Sir, all of you are getting clarity or not? So now this is like what there? Float and double. Floating point literal, and previously what there? Integral literal or integer literal. All right, sir. Now after completion of this, all of you observe carefully. All right. Now next one is third point here. I'm telling there after this. All right, and one more point here. Under this integral literals only, character is also be provided. Char is also be come under this integral only. Later on, I will give reason for it. Why it is the case now? Then I will talk about that reason later on. Don't worry for it. Now get any single character, any single letter, we must provide within the single quotation by surrounding with a single quotation. Like this, here we can use. Like this, here we can provide like what there, like this. At the same time, some new line characters are available. /n, /n. Next one is like what there? /t. What's the meaning of it? No, /t. All these are like what there? Characters only. /n represents what there? Next line. /t represents what there? Tab space. Tab space. That we have to understand. All right, sir. Next one is after completion of this. Now let's come for this floating point literals. No. Next one is after that Boolean literals. Boolean literals. Under this Boolean literals, only one data type is existed. Under Boolean literals, only one data type is existed. What is the data type here? No, that is what there? Boolean. Only one data type. What is the data type there? No, Boolean data type. Now, what are the literals for this Boolean data types? No, only two things: true, comma. What next one there? False. True and false. Only two things are existed: true and false. No suffix is required. Just true and false. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Now this is like what there? Boolean literals. No. Next one is after that. Fourth one is like what there? String literals. String literals. Right, sir. Inside these string literals, only one data type. What is the data type here? No, string data type. Only one data type. That is what there? String data type. All of you observe carefully. All right, sir. String data type. All right, sir. Now inside this string data type, what we are able to provide any data within the double quotation. Any data within what there? Double quotation. Then that is what there? String literal. Understand my point here? Double quotation ABC, comma, double quotation DEF, comma, double quotation Durga, something else, anything else here. We can write it now. So if we provide anything within the double quotation, then it is like what there? String literal. Understand this clearly. Sir, all of you get my points or not? Right, sir. Now. Next one is one small note here I'm telling there. Observe carefully. This is an important point. In the future also we are going to understand this point effectively. What is this important point here? Here the point is like what I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. In Java, in entire Java, J2EE applications, only string data type is able to represent any type of data that we can represent in only string data type. No other data types are not sufficient. No other data types are existed to represent any type of data. Only string data type is able to represent any type of data. It's clear to all of you what I'm telling you? Now let's see this one. Say for example, string str is equal to examples I'm telling to you. It may be useful for you this point. Now try to understand it. No, str1 is equal to normal string data. No problem. Up to this, no normal string data here I represented. Next one is what there string str2 is equal to now here I want to provide like what there 10 now. What is this 10 actually? 10 is what there an integer value. 10 is what there an integer value. Next one is what there string str3 is equal to 22.22f. What is this value? No float value. Float value, but I represent it in the form of what there string. It's a valid actually. Next one is what there. Then after that string str4 is equal to 33.33345. Something else. What is the value? No double value. Double value. Either no suffix or d small d or capital D. Observe carefully. Next one is something else like what there str5 is equal to true value. Boolean value. Boolean value we represented here. Next one is string str6 is equal to say for example I want to specify like what there a single character. So anything, any type of data we can represent by using what their string data type within double quotations. So that possibility is available with only string data type in entire Java J2EE. Definitely, I will use this point again and again in the future as per our concepts there. When we are moving on to the next concepts, no, I'll use this point number of times. Okay, leave this one. This is another point here we have to understand clearly now. All right, sir. Now here, small example here I'm telling to you. All of you observe carefully. Simple examples here. One by one, all the examples here I'm taking to you. Now try to understand it. Or maybe in the respective locations here, I want to take that example. So only one example about this literal. No, now try to understand this clearly. All right, sir. Now get. All right. Now understand this. Say for example, int mobile number is equal to given this number system dot out dot println of mobile number. Right, sir. Now this is what exactly the number here we can understand. If we write this program, here we are able to get a compilation error. Here we are able to get what there? Compilation error. Why we are getting compilation error? No. See this. What is the error we are getting there? You can understand clearly. Java C space test.java. See this one. What is the error here we are getting there? Integer number too large. So int mobile number is equal to this much of number is not there in a integer. So then what we have to do there? This number we have to represent in what there? Higher than integer. What is that next to higher than integer? No, long. Okay, fine. Can I use this long here? Long in the sense here, we should not use this int now. Here we have to use long. Am I right or not? Can I write this program like this? Can I use this one? Then what will happen? Observe carefully. Java C space test.java. Again, error we are getting. Same error we are even though I changed my data type now. Here we are getting what there integer number too large. Again, the same error we are getting. Why? Because here the problem is what there this one. This number we have to represent. We should not represent as an integer. This number we have to be represented as what there a long value here we have to represent. This number we have to represent like what there a long value. Now let me check this here. Here what we have to do there. If you want to represent long now, either we can use what there small l. You should not think it is a 1. You must think it is what there l. This may be a confusion in the written test now. Think of it. Got my point or not? So we have to think it is like what there not a 1 now. This should be like what there l small l. Here we have taken that. Then what is this 1 here? This is 1. This is one. I have typed it, but this is what they're long. What the difference or not? Right, sir. Anyway, then in the question paper, maybe in somewhere else, maybe number one might be existed here. Compare these two. Automatically, we can understand whether it is a L or number. Now observe carefully. Here we are not going to get anything like what there. Java C space tested or Java. No compilation error. Now here we are able to get output. Or else maybe we can use like what there. Capital L also here we can use. Not only small L. Now capital. Capital it's okay. Easily we can recognize it. No confusion over it. Easily we can recognize this. Capital L. Here we have to think. All right, sir. Now next one is like what there. Java C space tested or Java. Now here we are able to compile it. Then we are able to execute it. Here we are able to get some output. I'll forget my point or not. Okay, fine now. Let's now understand the point. Now I want to give one question here. Try to observe this question here. Not like this. Question is what there. Find the valid Java statements from the following list. I'll give list of statements. No, I'll give list of statements here. Now here we have to identify which statements are valid and which statements are invalid here. Right, sir. Now observe carefully, all of you know. First one is one by one, all the statements here I'm going to write. Now here we have to identify this clearly. Int, all right, sir. Now int I is equal to semicolon. Next one is what there? Long L is equal to semicolon. Long L is equal to semicolon. Long capital L, sorry, small l is equal to capital L. Okay, now observe carefully. Like this here we provided. Now these are about like what they're related to this point. Already just now we have seen that. This is one thing here. Next one is like what there. Then after that, float f is equal to semicolon. Float f is equal to f, small f. Next one is float f is equal to capital F. All right, so next one is after that double d is equal to semicolon double d is equal to small d. All right, so next one is double d is equal to some namesake values I am providing there, but the suffixes here I am thinking more. Observe carefully. Now these are the like what are there double values. Understand it now. Next one is after that. Observe carefully. Byte b is equal to 21 small b. Byte small b is equal to 45 capital B. Int I is equal to capital I. Observe carefully. Right, sir? Anyway, then some examples are valid and some other examples are what they're invalid as per the literals. Here we have to understand clearly. Next one is after that, after understanding these points now, right, sir. String str is equal to 10 true, like this. Next one is a string str is equal to, like here we are able to write like what there. That's enough. Now 456.345d, like this. Here we can write now anything. Okay, like this. Then some examples here I have given. Now try to understand these examples now. And before that, one more thing here I'm telling to you. Char c is equal to single A. Now char C is equal to AB single quotation. Single quotation what there? AB I provided. Alright, sir. Now out of all these things, which things are valid and which things are invalid? That we have to understand clearly. What are valid and what are not valid here? We have to understand. Let us see these points here. Now see this one. One by one here we have to understand. Now tell me here. First one is what there? As you know already. What is the first one here? Valid or invalid? No. Come on, valid or invalid? No. Alright, sir. Invalid. Why it is invalid? No. Integer number is what there? Too large. Then what next one here? What is the range for integer values? I will discuss in data types. Don't worry now. Okay, right, sir. Just remember this. 10-digit number I have given there, but that is too large for what there? Integer. That we can understand. Next one is long L is equal to the same value here we provided. Valid or invalid? No. Valid or invalid? No. Still it is what there? Invalid here. This is what there? Invalid here. Next one is what there? Then after that. Guys, now tell me, after this, what next one here? No, long L is equal to a suffix we provided was there, small L. Now this is valid or invalid now. Now this is what there, valid. Next one is what there, valid or invalid now. Next one is what there, valid or invalid now. Yes, valid. Next one is like what now, tell me, float F is equal to 123.234. Valid or invalid now. For a float, suffix is mandatory or not? What suffix is mandatory? Either small f or what next one? Capital F. But here we have not provided any suffix here. By default, that value is what there? Double. Double value cannot be assigned to what there? Float value. So this is like what there? Invalid. Come on, guys. Next one. After completion of this. What next one here? Now tell me no. Alright, sir. Valid. Float. Suffix what we provided here? No. Float we provided. Now tell me what is that next one here? Now tell me, capital F here we provided valid or invalid? No. Alright, so now this is valid here. Observe carefully. Then after that, what next one here? Double D is equal to, alright, so some value here we provided. No suffix is provided now. We have not provided any suffix. Then what is the status now? Valid or invalid now? Come on, valid or invalid now? Valid only. Next one is what there? Double D is equal to, alright, so now suffix I provided small d. Valid or invalid now? Yes, valid, no problem. Capital D suffix I provided, valid or invalid? No. Yes, valid, no problem. Now byte B is equal to 21 small b I provided. For a byte short int, no suffixes are existed. Byte short int, no suffixes are existed. For long, there is a suffix that is what there? L. Understand it clearly. So this is what there? Invalid. This is what there? See, I think some of you are totally silent. Byte B is equal to 21 small b. System outed println of B. Let us check this now. Java C space tester.java. Error we are getting or not? Not only small b, even if we provide like what there capital B. Java C space tester.java. Again here we are getting an error. Not only that. Now here I want to go for like what there short S is equal to 21 capital S small s first of all. Say this one. Java C space tester.java. Error we are getting there. Even of course we can use that word there capital S, no issues. Still we are getting what there compilation error. Java C space tester.java. Here we are getting an error. Leave this one. Now here I want to use like what there int I is now here we have to write like what there int I is equal to 10 small I we provided here. Now I want to display like what there I value. Java C space tester.java. Error we are getting. So not possible. Even if we can use like what there capital I, not possible. Java C space tester.java. Error we are getting, of course. Now I want to go for like what there long. Already I shown that right. Long values can now. Leave this one. Then apart from this, okay, these are sufficient here. We can understand now. Now let us come for this next examples here. Byte B is equal to 21b invalid no. Next one is what there valid or invalid no. Invalid. This is what there invalid. Next one is what there? Invalid. Next one is, now tell me guys, all of you know. Int I is equal to 7865 capital I suffix I provided. Valid or invalid now? Invalid. Already we have seen that. Now string str is equal to 10 comma true. Valid or invalid now? Inside the double quotations we can write anything. Special symbols or digits or maybe letters, anything. Anything here we can write now. So this is what there? Valid. Next one is what there now? Tell me. Valid or invalid now? Valid. Next one is what there? Valid or invalid now? Yes, valid. Of course, we don't have any problem here. In a single quotation, single A, here we provided. Now 17th one is what there? 17th one is what there? Valid or invalid now? In a single quotation, two characters here I have written. Two characters are allowed or not allowed? Two characters are allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Now let us see this one. Char C is equal to AB semicolon here we provided. Now system out dot println of C. System out dot println of C. Java C space test.java. Error here we are getting there. Unclosed character literal something else. Some error here we are getting now. So it is not possible here. So here in the example it is what there? Invalid. Like this here we are having like what there? So many examples here now. Then one time I given all these points here. Now this is about like what there? Basic literal topic here we can understand. All right. Listen carefully. I want to check your like knowledge on this literals. No, try to understand it. Double D is equal to semicolon. Now here, what's my requirement here? I need this value in the form of votes representation. 127, if I have the number, I want to read that one is what there? 127. Like this, in votes are required. Can you read it now? Fine. People are calculating positions. Zeros, ones, tens, hundreds. Come on. I require that number in the form of like what there? Votes. Okay. Now calculate it anyway. It's not. Now tell me, this is what there? What's the position now? Ones. Next one. Tens. Hundreds. Next one. Next one. 10,000. Next one. 1 lakh. Next one. 10 lakhs. Next one. 1 crore. Next one. Huh? Tell me overall, what's the value? 12 crores, 34 lakhs, 56,790, 89. Okay, clear. How much time we have taken, sir? Definitely, sometime we have taken or not. By seeing on movement, we are not reading that number. Definitely, we have seen some time. Okay, fine. Same thing I want to provide in a different way. Now try to read this one here. Now here what I'm going to provide there, underscore, underscore, underscore here. Not tell me. Then yourself you have to identify this. Which one is easy to read? Second one is easy to read or not? So where readability is improved or not? Where readability is improved or not? Okay, fine. That's the point I'm telling here. Now understand this clearly. All of you know. No type of point here. in Java, in Java applications, to improve readability in literals, to improve readability in literals, to improve readability in literals, JDK 1.7 version, I think so, 1.7, I'll check it anyway. JDK 1.7 version allows us underscore symbols in the middle of the identifier. Sorry, in the middle of the literals. You already aware about it. In identifiers, I have given this one of the session. Am I right or not? It's one of the session in identifiers we have given. If you have multiple words, in a single identifier, then it is suggestible to separate these multiple words with what their underscore symbol. Similarly, in the literals, to improve readability, JDK 1.7 version allows us underscore symbols in the middle of the identifiers. Example I am telling to you. So now here, what I am telling you now, here we are able to get what the lesser readability. Now here we are able to get like what there more readability. Right. Now this is like what exactly the advantage here we can understand now. Got it or not? Now let me check it. In which version of the Java it is allowed here? 1.7 version onwards it is allowed. Now let me check this. Whether it is allowed or not actually. Right. So now let me prepare a small thing no program here. Try to observe this clearly. 1 minute. Now here what we have to do there. Double D is equal to something else here I have given. System dot out dot println of D. That's our actual point here. Of course, no suffix is required. Directly either we can provide no suffix or small d or capital D, no problem here. But we are able to get output in an exponential form actually. That much of lengthy number we are able to get in what there exponential form. Java space test. Now here E exponential form here we are getting. Understand my point here? Same number here, but in this way here we are getting it now. Observe carefully. No problem. Leave this one now. Right? Now here my point is like what there underscore symbols here I want to provide. No specific locations for underscore symbols. At any location we can keep. That depends on your view, that calculations now. All right, now here we are getting this. Now try to observe this clearly. Java C space test.java compiled successfully. Java space test output here we are getting same output. Now observe carefully. Which version of Java here we are using at present? No, Java C space version 17th version here we are using. But let me check with Java 6 version. Now at present, which version of Java is available here? Now tell me. Java 1.6 here it is available. Java C space tester.java. Now here we are getting some error or not? Where we are getting error now? Exactly the location where we specified underscore symbol. There we are getting error. So in 1.6 version, underscore symbols are not allowed. In 1.6 version, underscore symbols are allowed or not allowed now? Not allowed. Right, sir. Now observe carefully. Next one is now which version of Java I'm using now? Which version of Java I'm using now? 1.7 here. Java C space tester.java. Any compilation error? No compilation, but I have not done any changes in my program. Same program, but there we got an error in 1.6 version, but in 1.7 version we are not getting any error here. So this is a new feature from JDK 1.7 version or not? It's a new feature from what there? JDK 1.7 version. That's it. This is a clear-cut information about like what there underscore symbols. Right, already that required point here are given there. Less readability and more readability. This is a possibility right from what there JDK 1.7 version. But there is a small note. Everybody understand this note clearly. Is it? Right. Now let us check this note. No, all of you. Listen carefully. If we provide underscore symbols inside the literals, if we provide underscore symbols inside the literals, what will happen actually when we compile the program? When we compile the program, compiler will recognize the number and underscore symbols inside this number. Compiler will remove that underscore symbols from the number. Compiler will process that number as like normal number, and JVM will provide the output as like what their normal number. That's it. So in the compilation, that underscore symbols are going to be removed. It means that underscore symbols are allowed up to developer view only, not for processing. Internal processing is going to be performed without the underscore symbols. By removing underscore symbols only, that processing is going to be happen over the number. but underscore symbols are allowed up to what there, up to the source code, up to the source code in the sense what there, up to the developer level, up to our level. Yes, sir. Are you getting my point or not? Up to our level here now. So because of that reason, here what is the point I'm telling to you? Observe carefully. All right, sir. Now, if we compile a Java program, if we compile, that means if we compile the above code, if we compile the above code, then compiler, then compiler will remove underscore symbols from the provided number. Compiler will remove underscore symbols from the provided number, underscore symbols from the provided number, and compiler and JVM, comma, compiler and JVM will process that number as like a normal number. That's it. Compiler and JVM will process that number as like what their normal number. Understand it clearly. All right, sir. All right. Now this is the simple note here. We have to understand clearly. Right, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? So this is some information about like what they're like literals, basic awareness on literals. Can you tell me what we discussed about these literals now? First of all, I've given definition for literal. Tell me, sir, what is this literal there? What is the literal now? Tell me. Literal is a constant assigned to the variables. Literal is a constant assigned to the variables. That's okay, fine. What are the various types of literals which are available in Java? First one is what there? Integral literals or integer literals. What data types are available under this? No, byte, short, int, long, and character. So out of all these, no, to represent any long value, we have to use one suffix. What is that suffix there? No, either small l or we have to use their capital L. All right, so then after that, character values are going to be provided within single quotations. In the single quotation, only one alphabet, only one letter we have to provide. We should not provide what there more than one letter. All right, next one after that. Floating point literals, float and double. All right, so here also the point is what there. To represent any float value, we must use either small f or capital F as a suffix. We must use either small f or capital F as what their suffix. All right, so now next one is to represent double value, we must use either no suffix or small d or what next one can know capital D. Right, sir. For Boolean literals, we have to use the true and false only, but no suffix is existed here. For string literals, we can represent anything within what there double quotation. But what is the specialty of this string? You know, what is the specialty of the string literals? No, right, sir. By using string data type, by using string literal or string data type, we can represent any type of data. Any type of data we can represent within what there double quotations. Some examples I given there. First one is a string data. Next one is a number. Next one is what their float well. Next one is a double well. Next one is a boolean. Next one is what their single character. Any type of data that we can represent within what their string literal. And then some examples are given there on the basis of these literals. No, all right. Then after that, in Java applications to improve readability in literals, JDK 1.7 version allows us underscore symbols in the middle of the literals. If you want to improve readability, then we can use what there underscore symbols in the middle of the literals. Now double D is equal to some value we provided here. We are getting what there lesser readability. But when we provide underscore symbols now, it's very simple to read the data now. So more readability here we are getting clearly. Right, sir. If we compile the above code, then the compiler will remove underscore symbols from the provided number, and the compiler and JVM will process that number as like what their normal number. Right, now this is exactly the meaning of what their literals clearly. Got it or not? Right, so next one is, next topic is like what their number systems in Java. Next one is like what their number systems in Java. Clear? Right, sir. Listen, all of you understand this clearly. Not only in the case of Java programming language. Sir, all of you are okay? All of you are understanding the points, what I am telling to you, right? Just try to understand the concepts here. These are basics of the basics only. Still, we are not started with the Java. Actual Java will start with the object orientation. But to understand this object orientation, all the concepts we required. Unfortunately, written test in a written test, some written tests we are able to get these questions. In interviews also, maybe some interviews may ask this kind of questions. So we have to answer for all of them. That's why I'm giving even that basics also. Put more concentration on. Don't neglect these concepts. Of course, you may are aware about all these points now, but you need to understand all the content here. Okay, right, sir. Not only in the case of Java programming language, not only in Java, in every programming language, we are going to represent numbers or not. We need to represent numbers or not. All right. To represent numbers in every programming language, to represent numbers in every programming language, we need to use some standards. We need to use what there? Some standards. That standards are what their number systems. The standards are what their number systems. What are the various number systems are available? Observe carefully. In all the programming languages, to represent numbers, we have to use the following standards. We have to use some standards. We have to use some standards called number systems. Called as what their number systems. All right, sir. In general, there are 4 number systems. Tell me, sir, how many number systems are available? 4 number systems are existed. Right, sir. Overall, 4 number systems are existed. All right. What are these 4 number systems actually? All right. The very first one is what there? Binary number system. First one is what there? Binary number system. Second one is octal number system. Second one is what there? Octal number system. Third one is decimal number system. Third one is what there? Decimal number system. And fourth one is hexadecimal number system. These are overall number systems are available in general in computer science. Right, sir. Overall, how many number systems are available? Binary number system, octal number systems, decimal number system. Then what next one? Hexadecimal number system. Right. Now understand this. Out of all the number systems now, which number systems are allowed in Java and which number systems are not allowed in Java? Out of all the number systems, which number systems are allowed in Java, which number systems are not allowed in Java? Right. Here the answer is what there. All the above number systems are allowed in Java. Get my point or not? All the number systems are allowed in what? Java. Right, sir. For example, I'm asking one question to you, now try to answer for it. For example, in outside, everywhere some calculations are going on over the numbers. Everywhere, in every field, calculations are going on. Say, for example, if you join with a company, for example, if you're working with somewhere, if you join with a company where your salary might be generated, got it or not? The salary is generated in the form of which number system? In the form of which number system? Is a decimal number system or binary number system? Decimal number system only. Don't expect in binary number systems. If it is a binary number system, in place of 10, you will get only 2 rupees. Get my point or not? For example, if your salary is what there, 10 rupees, no, or maybe 100 rupees, no, then your salary will be reduced to what there, 20 rupees. At the same time, don't ask your companies that salary will be in a hexadecimal form. Hexadecimal number system. That means 10 rupees in the sense 16 rupees. More salary. Anyway, finally, what I am telling there in outside, the default number system in outside is what there? Decimal number system. In outside that number system is what there? Decimal number system. Got it or not? So Java is not exempted from this particular point. So programming languages are mainly for what they're representing outside environment. Programming languages are mainly for representing outside environment. Understand my point now? So in outside, what defaults are available? Same defaults are going on inside the programming languages max. So Java is also be maintaining the same standard. Means that but the default number system, but the default number system in Java, but the default number system in Java is decimal number system. But the default number system in Java is what there? Decimal number system. In general, some people might be giving the answers are what there. Default number system in Java is what their binary number system. People are thinking in this way. No, that is not the case. The default number system in Java is what there? Decimal number system, not a binary number system. But of course, all the number systems are allowed. All the number systems are allowed, but the default number system in Java is what there? Decimal number system. In the multiples of tens only here we are getting everywhere. Not in the multiples of 2s, not in the multiples of 8, not in the multiples of 16. Observe carefully. It's clear? All of you are getting clarity on these points now? Right, so now this is exactly the meaning of like what there number systems, how many number systems are available, and what are available inside the Java, then what is default number system in Java. Points here we understood that. All right, sir. Now let's move on to the first one. Binary number system. What is this binary number system actually? All right, sir. Observe carefully. Binary number system. All right, sir. Its input alphabet is what there 0 comma 1. That means with which symbols we are going to prepare number no with 0 and 1. And its base is what there 2. Base value is what there 2 for the binary numbers 2 in the sense 2 input to data and multiples of 2's. Okay, 2 input to data, that is what there 0 and 1 num. Got it or not? 0 and 1 num. Observe carefully. All right. But how we are going to represent number in binary? How it is possible to represent number in binary? There we have to use some prefix. To represent a number in binary, there we have to use what there? A prefix for that number. Number must be prepared with zeros and ones only, but the number must be prefixed with what there? Either 0 small b or 0 capital B. Now I'm not talking about suffix. I'm talking about what their prefix. For representing numbers in number systems, no, only prefix value here we have to use, not what their suffix value. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? Here we have to use what their prefix, either 0 small b or 0 capital B. That is what their prefix value. Clear or not? Right, sir. Now let's observe carefully. All right, sir. Now some examples here I'm telling there. There we have to understand valid content and invalid content here we have to understand from the binary number system. All right. Say for example, int a is equal to 10 directly. Int b is equal to 0 small b 1010. Int c is equal to 0 capital B 1100. Int d is equal to 0 small b 1020. Like this I have given some examples. Sir, clear? Now tell me, out of all, which syntaxes are valid and which syntaxes are invalid? Now tell me. First one is what there? Now tell me, valid or invalid? Now. All right, so now this is what there. What I'm giving clarity there. It is not a binary number. It is not what there? Not a binary number. It is a decimal number. It is what there? A decimal number. Sir, all of you are getting clarity or not? It is a decimal number. Okay, right. Next one is after that. Tell me, next one is valid or invalid? No. 0 small b 1010 valid. Now tell me, next one is what there? 0 capital B 1100 valid or invalid? No. Valid. Next one is what there? Valid or invalid? No. Valid or invalid? Invalid. Why it is invalid? No. Come on. Why it is invalid? No. What is the reason for it here? 1020 I provided, but two number I included. But what is the alphabet of binary numbers? No. Zeros and ones. Everything we have to prepare with zeros and ones. But here 2 is a value we included. Am I right or not? So now that's why this is what they're invalid. This is like what they're invalid. We can understand. Next one is int e is equal to, observe carefully, b. All right, sir. Now tell me, valid or invalid? No. Where I have done mistake now? Tell me. Nice. This is what there, not 0. I have written it as what there. Oh. So this kind of examples we will get, where we have to compare clearly what is 0 and what is O. There we have to apply our common sense. If you are getting confusion between these two, no, in the remaining paper somewhere else might be 0 is available. If you confirm a number, there compare these two, no, then only we can identify this. Got it or not? All right, so now this is like what I'm telling there, invalid. This is invalid. Okay, fine. All right, so observe carefully. Number system, binary number system here we provided. I want to show one point here. Now try to understand this on simple example. Int a is equal to 1010, 0 small b, 0 small b 1010. Output value will be provided in a decimal form only. Please remember this. Even though we provided number in a binary, but output will be generated in what number system? No, decimal number system. Internally, this binary number will be converted to what their decimal number. That equivalent decimal value will be displayed. Can you tell me what is the equivalent decimal value here? Right now, observe carefully. Right to left, we have to calculate, but every digit must be multiplied with 2. Am I right? Or 2 or 10 now? 2, right? Every digit must be multiplied with what there? 2 and its powers. We are going to use that form like here I'm telling you. Observe carefully. First one is what the 0. 0 star 2 power 0 plus what next one here now? Next one is this one. That means right to left only calculation here now. Plus 1 star then what next one here? 2 power 1 now. Plus what next one here again? 0 star 2 power 2. Then what next one here? Plus 1 star 2 power 3. Then what is this actual now? Tell me. All right, sir. Now 0 star anything. That value should be like what there? 0. Plus 1 star 2 power 1. 1 star 2 is what there? 2. 2 power 1 is what there? 2 only. Right, so 2. Then what next one? 0 star 2 power 2 square. So this is again what there? 0. Then what next one here? 1 star 2 cube. 1 star 2 cube is what there? 8. 8 is what there? No. Then what is the value here we are getting there? Now tell me. Right, sir. Here the value is like what there? 10 now. 10 is the value here we are getting. Now, if I display the value, there we are able to get what value here? 10 is an output here we are getting. Java C. 1 minute, sir. Java C space tester.java. Here we are getting no compilation error. Then output value would be like what there? 10. 10 is a value here we are getting. Right, sir. Now, okay, it's okay, fine. All of you understand this. Which version of the Java we are using now? Come on, sir. Which version of the Java here we are using here? Java 6 version, 1.6 version. Same program. I'm not having any changes in my program there. Java C space tester.java. Error we are getting or not? In which version of the Java we are getting error there? In Java 6 version error we are getting. Means that binary number system is not supported in Java 1.6 version or Java 6 version. Right. For example, I'm using which version of the Java, sir? Which version of the Java? 1.7 Java C space test.java. No compilation error. Java space test. Here we are getting output like what there? 10. 10 is an output here we are getting. Yes, all of you are getting clarity, no? So now here I can give one conclusion. What is that conclusion here I can provide there? Now tell me, note kind of point is what there? All right, sir. Binary number system, binary number system is not supported in Java up to JDK 1.6 version. All right, sir. It is not supported in Java up to JDK 1.6 version. It is supported from JDK 1.7 version. It's supported from JDK 1.7 version. Why? Because binary number system was introduced by JDK 1.7 version as new feature. So this binary number system was introduced in Java from which version they know? 1.7 version. Before that, all three number systems are available. Remaining three number systems, no. But right from JDK 1.7 version onwards, this binary number system is existed. That is another point here we have to use clearly, no. Right, sir. Next one. After that, then what number system here? Next one there, octal number system. Right, sir. All of you are getting clarity on this, no? No response. Binary number systems. All of you are okay? All right, sir. Anyway, then at the end we will see some examples. Few more examples are available. So some internal conversions or maybe some arithmetic operations over the number systems. No, different examples there we are going to understand. But first of all, understand this octal number system. All right, sir. Some details here we have to provide. First of all, now tell me what is the base for this octal number system? What is the base for octal number system? 8. Means that 8 number of input alphabet. Base 2 is what there? 2 number of input alphabet for binary. For octal, 8. 8 number of input alphabet. Input alphabet is what there? Like 0, comma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, comma 8. Is it? 8 is there or not there? Not existed. Up to 7 only. I think we started from 0. 0 to 7. That is an input alphabet. Here we can understand. Prefix value, definitely. For every number system, there is a prefix value. What is that prefix value? No, observe carefully. In general, octal number system, the word octal started with the O. People are misunderstanding it that numbers will start with the O, but it is not O. This will be like what the 0. Observe carefully. This is prefix value is what the 0, single 0. All of you get my point or not? If any number is started with 0, by default that number is what there? Octal number. Observe carefully. Leading 0, I am telling there. Prefix, I am telling there, not suffix. Leading 0. Before the number 0, if you have there, octal number. Without having 0, if number is available, then it will be like what there? Normal decimal value only. Right, sir. This is the point here we have to understand. Prefix values here we provided. Some examples here I am telling you, now try to understand this clearly. Int a is equal to 10 I given. Int b is equal to, right, sir. Now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into c is equal to, into c is equal to 0, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into d is equal to, right, so 0, 6, 7, 8, semicolon. int e is equal to 1 2 3 4 5, like this. Here we provided that. Now tell me guys, all of you now tell me what is the first one here. What we can say now, it is not octal number, it is what their decimal number. Then what next one here? Next one is what there? Valid or invalid? No. Valid or invalid? Valid. Why? Because that numbers are provided within 1 to 7. And what next one here prefixed with what there? 0. That's okay, fine. Next one is what there? Into C is equal to 0, 4, 5, 6, 7. Valid or invalid? No. Valid. No problem. Next one is what there? Valid or invalid? No. Invalid. Why it is invalid? Then now tell me. 8, number 8, digit 8 is included. So this is what there? Invalid. Then what next ones are? Valid or invalid? No. Invalid. Why it is invalid there? Come on. Why it is invalid there? Prefixed with what there? O. But it should not be O. In octal number system, the prefix value is what there? Prefix value is what there? 0. The prefix value is what there? 0. Sir, got it or not? Alright, that's okay, fine. Next one is, okay, now this is one point, but I have a question now. I have a question. Observe carefully. Find the number systems. Find the number systems from the following numbers. Find the number systems from the following numbers. Right, sir. Now, okay. Int a is equal to 0, 0. Int b is equal to only 0. Don't get confusion. Easy, simple. But you have to apply common sense in the second one. And now tell me, first one is what there? 0, 0. If it is 0, 0, rightmost 0 is the actual number. Leftmost 0 is what there? Prefix. Prefix 0. See, what is this number system, Geno? Come on, what is this number system, Geno? Actual number system. Why? Because 0, 0 in the sense, first 0 is the prefix. The second 0 is what there? Actual number. So it will come under what there? Actual number system. But now coming to the second one, sir. Second one, how many zeros are available here? Only 1 0. Then what we have to think it is it a prefix or directly a number? Come on, directly a number. If you want to have some prefix, now first some number should be exist or not. But only one digit is available, that we should not take it as a prefix. No, you have to take it as what there? Direct number. That means no prefix. No prefix, then directly a number here we have taken. So this is like what there? What is this actually? Decimal number system. Not to get any confusion now. Int a is equal to 0, 0. So where octal number system? Int b is equal to only 0. Int b is what there? Only 0. Then it is like what there? Decimal number system. Is clear? All of you are getting clarity on this now? Right, so now. One simple example, programmatic example here I'm telling you. Now try to understand this. Understand this, no? Say for example, int a is equal to, right, so now 0, 1, 0. System dot out dot println of a. System dot out dot println of a. Tell me what is that output here now? Output value will be generated in the form of like what there? Decimal number only. Output value will be provided in the form of what there? Decimal number only. But how these octal numbers are converted to decimal? How these octal numbers are converted to decimal, that we have to calculate. So we have to start counting that number from right to left, but every digit must be multiplied by with 8 and its a power, increasing powers. Right, so now first of all here we have to understand 0 star 8 power what there? 0 plus what next one here? 1 star 8 power what there? 1. Only these two things. Now tell me here what values are available. 0 star anything 0 plus 8, that means 1 star 8 power 1. 8 power 1 is what there? 8. 1 star 8 is what there? 8. So what's the value here we are getting there? 8. 8 is a value here we are getting. Am I right or not? So now here we are able to get output is what there? 8. Java C space test.java. Compiled successfully Java space test. Output value here what we are getting there? 8 is an output here we are getting. Right, so now this is simple example, simple calculation here I provided. Say for example, I want to provide like what there 101. Tell me what's the value no? Right, sir. Now tell me what's the value here no? 1 star 8 power 0. What's the value no? 1 plus 0 star 8 power 1 0 plus 1 star 8 square. 1 star 8 square is what there? Come on, 64. Now tell me what's the value here no? 65. Am I right or not? Let me check it. My calculation is right or wrong. Let me check it. Java C space test.java 65 is an answer here we are getting. Right? Right. So now in this way here we are able to understand like what there octal number system. Then how we are able to prepare that numbers in what there octal number system. Prefix value is what there 0. Got it or not? Guys, now tell me totally what exactly the content here we started there. Number systems topic here we started. Now tell me guys, all of you understand this? What's the meaning of this number system? No. In all the programming languages to represent numbers, we have to use some standards called what their number systems. In general, how many number systems are available? How many number systems are available? Four. What are the four number systems? No. Binary number systems, octal number system, decimal number system, hexadecimal number system. All the above number systems are allowed in Java, but the default number system in Java is what their decimal number system. Binary number systems are like what their base is 0, input alphabet is what their 0 comma 1, prefix is what their either 0 small b or 0 capture b. Examples I have given there. But one point I have given. What is that point here I specified there? Binary number system is not supported in Java up to JDK 1.6 version. It is supported from JDK 1.7 version. Why? Because binary number system was introduced by JDK 1.7 version as a new feature. Octal number system base is what there 8. Input alphabet is what there 0 to 7. Prefix is what there 0, not O. Alright, sir. Now here examples I have given. Find the number system for the following numbers. Now here I have given int a is equal to 0 0. Here octal number system. Why? Because rightmost 0 is what their actual number, leftmost 0 is what their prefix value. But int b is equal to 0 1 I have used it. That means no prefix, directly a number. So this is what their decimal number system. Some examples here I've seen there now. This is about like what their number systems here, what we are having. Got it or not? Right, sir. That's all, guys. That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll continue the part, and tomorrow we are going to complete these number systems. After that, we will start with what their keywords and result words. These topics we are going to see there in the tomorrow session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll see the remaining part tomorrow. Huh? What's it? HTML class, no? But one time inquiry to office there, then even I'm not aware about that classes there myself. Inquire about the class, but continuously they are going to be stored there. Maybe every week or maybe every 10 days of time, batches are going to be started. Just you'll get a notice, maybe message there through mobile phone. Otherwise, one time just ask there, they will give some appropriate date when it's going to be started. Right. All right, guys. Then I'm telling there how to join. Are you providing any recorded sessions? Yes, definitely. Ashish, for every class, recorded sessions are available. Once you register there, then our people will send a link to you, uh, Google Drive link to you. They will send that one. Time we can access that recorded sessions. How much time we can access the recorded sessions in the sense like what there? Up to 1 year of time, you will get the sessions. More than 1 year also, we are able to provide. Actual official boundaries what there? Up to 1 year of time. Okay, Ashish, clear? Yeah. That's all, guys. Anything else? Shall we meet on tomorrow? But shall we meet on tomorrow? Sai Serenya, then I think so. I shown some numbers to you. As a mail, you will get that link. No, please now take this number to this number. Send over the pay receipts, whatever the payment you have done there. That receipts to this number. WhatsApp to this number. Then our people will send that link to you immediately. Okay. Yeah, to this number. To this number, just you can send that pay slips. No, whatever the transactions you have done, then they will send to you that link, that access link. Google Drive link they will send to you. Okay. Yeah. Then short, byte, int, long, float, double, boolean character. All these are primitive data types. Data types only. All the things are what they're primitive data types. Data types only. Okay. Yeah, Sachin, I'm not asking there. When will start Oracle classes and UA classes? Saurabh, then you'll get notices there. Continuously, they are going to send continuously. What I'm telling there, continuously they are. We are going to start batches there. Just you will get a mail when new batches are going to be start. Okay, don't worry. Okay, all right. Thank you, Saurabh. 9 8 showing error, sir. What is this, Sharanya? I'm not getting what you're asking. How we will give number to them? Now just to this number, save this number and send WhatsApp message there. Automatically they will be in contact with you regarding that. This number. Definitely 98 yes is showing an error. Why? Because see, for every primitive data type, suffix is not available. Only some of them. For only some of them, suffix are available. For long, float, double. Up to this, we are having suffixes now. For int, byte, then short, we are not having any suffixes now. Okay, Saranya, understand it? What I'm telling there. Yeah, short d is equal to 5. That's okay, nice. Sai Kumar, just like it is a practice only, daily practice, that's sufficient. Daily practice only, that's sufficient. No need to think about it. Just whatever the classes we are given there, daily practice them, then we are able to get it. Not much more. But don't be panic first of all. Easily we can complete it. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Shall we meet on tomorrow? Yeah, right, guys. Right. That's all. I'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining content, guys. Thank you.